What's up, guys? My name is Matt King. I'm a 2016 Initiative Gaming Upsilon chapter of PIKE, and I recently graduated in May with a degree in computer information systems, as well as minors in cybersecurity and computer science. Nowadays, I'm working up in Omaha, Nebraska for a cybersecurity company actually based out of Tulsa called True Digital Security. Before I get started, I just want to say what's up to all the fellas. I miss you boys, but I'm amped to hear how well everything's going, so keep up the good work. I have no doubts that you will bring in the best. So today, I'm going to talk a little bit about opportunity. Before I do that, I'm going to share a personal story. About 2.5 years ago, I was just cruising along through my sophomore year. Everything was going great. I had the opportunity to serve the house as treasurer. Classes were going smooth, except there was one thing. I was always tired. Now, I had always been pretty sleepy. I mean, I snoozed off plenty of times in high school, and in college was pretty much no different, but I always kind of wrote it off as just being a tired college kid, whether that be staying up too late, studying, hanging out, video games, whatever. Except this was a little bit more than that. I can only think of actually 5 class periods my second semester sophomore year that I was able to make it through awake. And so the guys in the house obviously noticed that. They would ask me, what's going on? Am I okay? Am I just not sleeping enough? Or if there's something else going on? And I was like, yeah, because to me, everything was fine. I was just sleepy. So they would help me out, whether it be getting notes for me, assignments, or just waking me up if I actually, because I plenty of times I was in jeopardy of missing class. But then one day we were all just kind of hanging out, and somebody goes, Matt, have you ever thought that maybe something's wrong with you? And I was like, quite frankly, no. So we did what anybody would do in that situation if you feel you're sick or if something's wrong, and we pulled out trusty WebMD. And we ended up leaving that day thinking that I was diagnosed with narcolepsy. And if you don't know what narcolepsy is, it's a sleeping disorder that's characterized by uncontrollable, excessive daytime sleepiness. A common comparison is as if a person without narcolepsy, if they stayed awake for 48 to 72 hours straight, that's pretty much what it's like the majority of the time for somebody with narcolepsy. And so I was like, yeah, whatever. Maybe I have narcolepsy, but they're like, no, you actually got to get this checked out. So after a little bit of back and forth, I decided to do just that. I went through the process of getting an appointment and a sleep study done. I flew back up to Omaha, did the sleep study, which quite frankly was easy because I was very good at taking naps. Um, and even before I left that day, they were able to tell me that I had narcolepsy. And so you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with opportunity? I mean, usually when I think of opportunity, I think of things along the lines of jobs. So a great opportunity I had through Pike was the fact that a senior, when I was a freshman, ended up getting me an interview with the company I work for now, and we worked together on a small team of 6. Or I think of the guys who were older than me who pushed me to develop my leadership skills and encouraged me to eventually lead the chapter as president for a year. Or even recently, back in April, with the Robertson Award application, the amount of guys that encouraged me to apply, but not only that, offered to peer edit my application or generate ideas. And and that's kind of what I think of when I think of an opportunity. But it's not limited to just that. An opportunity is a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. And in this case, that something for me was figuring out a solution and realizing that I had a sleeping disorder. And so there's a quote from Brian Tracy that goes, successful people are always looking to help others, looking for opportunities to help others. Unsuccessful people are always asking, what's in it for me? And in my context, this is important because that sleep study was during work week and recruitment. And there wasn't ever any sort of that unsuccessful mindset of, oh, what's in it for me? The guys in the house weren't ever thinking, oh, but he's not going to be at recruitment. He's not going to be doing what's for the house. He's not going to be here to help clean up the house before all that. It was in fact quite the opposite. It was guys who offered and ended up taking me and picking me up from the airport, calling to make sure everything was going okay. And I think that that made a significant impact on me because that's the way successful people handle those situations. Now, I'm not saying you're going to come to Pike and you're going to have some of your best friends diagnose you with a sleep disorder that you didn't know you had. What I am saying is that at Pike, you're going to have an incredible group of guys who will support you, who will continue to create opportunities for you, and who will care about you. It just so happens that in my case, this was one of the many stories I felt could convey that principle. See, in Pike, you're surrounded by a group of guys that achieves incredible things. But don't confuse that for simply individual achievers. The house and the members in this house succeed because of the way they push each other, hold each other accountable, and care for each other. And what you get is this sort of multiplying effect where guys who have opportunities created for them then want to repeat that and do the same for others. And so then we come to recruitment. You may be getting recruited to other houses. I mean, that's what this is. But ask yourself, are they just recruiting me to get me there? See, at Pike, it's different. The guys you're talking to this week are doing what they do because somebody created this opportunity for them and they want to in turn create that for you. They're pushing you towards an incredible opportunity because somebody did that for them, and it's that cascading effect where they can do that for you, and indeed you will want to do it for others. So now what you're left with is a incredibly unique opportunity to be a part of that group. There aren't too many chances in your life where you have the opportunity to make one decision that will open the door to so many others. That's not to say this is an easy decision. I mean, it wasn't for me. Now I have the benefit of hindsight. I can look back and see that it should have been the easiest decision I made, but that's just not the nature of how this goes. But it's most important to just embrace and enjoy this opportunity and trust that you'll make the right decision. There's another quote that says Francis Bacon said that says, "A wise man will make more opportunities than he finds." And by choosing this house, you are doing exactly that. You're creating those opportunities for yourself that you will in turn want to create for others. I hope to meet all of you in the near future. I would rather that be in person, but that may be difficult with everything going on. So for now, I've asked DJ to put my phone number on a slide after this presentation. It's 402-689-6231. But don't worry, he'll have that up for you to copy down. I want to hear from you guys. I want to get the chance to meet you. But most importantly, I want to encourage you because this is a really cool process. So thanks.